Yeah, you want to check out something cheap? Thought you might. Check out cdkeys.com. You'll find PSN credit, Xbox One Live points, digital games as well, all ridiculously cheap. Also, like them on Facebook, you get a 5% discount as well. Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Yo guys, what is up? Kingflipper again. Welcome to another Marquee matchups predictor. Basically guys, today we have 7 games that I reckon are going to be in the Marquee matchups. So basically, let's get on with the first one. Let's get in there straight away. So I reckon I'm going to put these in order. I'm going to go from the most likely to the least likely. So the one that most likely I reckon is going to be in the Marquee matchups is got to be Liverpool versus Man United. I mean, guys, come on, that's one of the biggest rivalries going in don't know how many years, guys. So the history's crackers. As you can see, guys, we've gone pretty much for mainly all rare gold on Liverpool side because they all really are cheap. They're all under a K anyhow. I mean, some of them are under, some of them are even less than that. I mean, Lovren is going pretty much 700, 750, stuff like that. Moreno at 800, not a lot. Wijnaldum 850, nothing. Don't worry about that. I bought Milner the first time. This is Milner. Like, this is my other Milner. I could buy just another one really easy. But I've checked. Milner's going for about 1,000 coins as well. Origi less than 1,000 coins. I think Rashford's going for less than 1,000 coins as well. Lingard and Darmain are going for 500 coins, 450, 500 coins, so nothing. Mignolet again going for about the same price. Blind 800 coins. That's unbelievable. Herrera's going for a little bit more because of his rating, so I don't exactly know how much he's going for, so let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick banter. Yeah, so he's going for, well, no, not really. Okay, he's going for probably about a K as well, so as you can see, guys, all less than 1,000 coins. So Liverpool, Man United, that is definitely the one. I'd also invest in players if you're going to want to try and make some money off it. So I'd definitely do that one, guys, because I reckon that is going to be the most likely. So let's get on to the next one, guys. Let's have a look. What we got second? We have a player missing because I forgot to put him back in. There we go, Whittingham. So we have Bristol City versus Cardiff City. I reckon this one's going to be second most likely because it is classed as a derby, guys. It's classed as a Welsh derby. So everyone, well, quite a few people reckon it's going to be this. So I'm definitely going to put these in. As you can see, the Cardiff side obviously have more, well, better players than the Bristol City side. The goal players are not going for a lot of money. I did have a look. How much did I pay for? Yeah, Lambert and what's his name? Mangad. They're the only 2 golds that I know, I think, in Bristol's league team, and they're going for 400, 450 coins each. All of the bronzes are pretty much going cheap. I think I paid a little bit more for him. Yeah, I paid 300 coins for him because there's not many midfielders actually. As you can see, Matthews 200 coins. I got lucky with him. Flint 300 coins and 200 coins again for Ramos, but he's Cardiff anyhow. Whittingham, look, 250 coins, 300 coins for Bennett. So they're not expensive. I just reckon they're going to do it this way. I reckon it'll probably be about 70 rated anyhow because there is quite a few silvers and quite a few golds. But I don't know how they're going to do it. They might be to a 70 to 75 rated. They might do a minimum of 4 nationalities because there is quite a lot of different nationalities in that league. Or they might do a set amount of rares, but that's what I reckon is going to be the second one on the list. So I definitely invest in getting 1 player for each anyhow, guys. So that's pretty much what normally they pick. Let's get on to the third one, guys. Third one is going to be Man City versus Everton. So it isn't as big as the Man U Liverpool one, but it is still classed as a derby. Really, it's classed as a rivalry. It's not as big, obviously, guys, but I'd invest in it anyhow because a lot of the players are pretty cheap. I mean, Kolarov, all these players here are all going under 1,000 coins. I think Stones is going for just a little bit over. Jagielka less than 1,000 coins. I think. Yeah, look, Coleman less than 1,000 coins. Lennon, there we go. Lennon is less than 1,000 coins. McCarthy again less than 1,000 coins. And then obviously we got Niasi, and as you can see, I paid 400 coins for him, and that was a buy it now. So most of these players are buy it nows. I mean, to be honest, Sane, I was surprised. I actually put a bid on him at 700 and got him. I was sort of, really? The players are going really cheap at the moment. I don't know why I got Miralas on there. And then Cambriero is going for about 500. He's going for less than that now, actually. I paid 550, but he's going for less than that now, guys. So, again, I reckon it'll probably be, if they're going to do a rating, it'll probably be about 80 rated. Might be 82, something like that. All gold rares they could do, because as you can see, there's a lot of gold rare players, even just in Man City and Everton. They could do minimum nationalities quite easily on that one as well. They could do that with the Liverpool Man U one as well. So it's not. It's pretty much going to be that way. Next, let's get on to SBC 4. This one is a bit of a lower one, as you can see. This one is. Oh wait there. How do we pronounce these again? This one. So we got Sydney FC versus Western Sydney. Is it West Sydney Wanderers? Let me have a look at that. Yeah, Western Sydney Wanderers. So basically, this is a Sydney derby. So this could be one. A few people reckon this one might be higher than the Man City Everton one, but I've just put it. It's close. It is pretty close, but I decided to put it anyhow. That silver rated one, I've packed him, so that's why he's in there anyhow. All the other players are pretty much going for about 200 coins, if I remember right. Yeah, 200 coins. There's only one midfielder. Last time I checked, going for 200 coins in the Sydney side. Is it Sydney? Yeah, the Sydney FC side, because there isn't actually that many. That's why I picked up that striker pretty cheap. Rating wise, I reckon they could probably push it to 65, but I don't reckon they will. Probably be at 62 rating, I reckon, because you can easily get silver rated players in this league as well. So, and not all the players are low rating. The Sydney ones are a little bit lower than the Wanderer ones, but I reckon I don't reckon there's going to be any type. I reckon it could be all Australian. They could do it that way, all Australian players. There's going to be no non-rares, because there's not hardly any rares in both of these teams. So it's mainly going to be rating, or it could be nationality, something like that. So yeah, that's number 4. Let's get on with number 5. What have we got for number 5? Yeah, number 5 we've got Marseille versus AS Monaco. Now, this one could be, because it is quite a big game. So as you can see, I've actually done pretty well on this one, to be honest. I got all the players are pretty cheap. Look, on 350, 400, 450. I mean, look at that 81 rated silver, 400, 350. They are actually all really cheap. I mean, centre back 450. Even Cabella, 700 coins, and that was an easy bid. And Alessandrini, look at that, 650 coins, no bid that was. So I reckon with this one they could do a minimum nationality again. I don't reckon they'd do a rare. Rating wise, I reckon they could go to 80 rating, because it is quite easy. I mean, you can see I've got some low rated ones of them, but as you can see I've got 80 rated there, 81 rated there, 79, 79, so they could easily push it to an 80 rated team with this, because the League One, so it's not too bad. The players are pretty cheap, so I'd definitely get in there now. This one isn't massively likely, but it could be in there, so I reckon it's worth putting a bid in, probably for Valbuena and for Silva, because 81 rated and 80 rated is not too bad, as again, they're not going for expensive. I mean, you're probably going to lose a couple hundred coins on each one, so you can't complain really, guys, so it's not too bad. I don't reckon they do a minimum rares in that one, but they might do. You never know with FIFA. You never know with EA. So let's get on to SBC 6. This one is Real Madrid versus Seville. Now this one they reckon is going to be in here again, because it's just like it's quite an important game again. I don't really know specifically why. I should really check that out. That's my own fault, guys. Leave in the comments below if you know why this would be a main one, but. So yeah, as you can see, I've got right wing back, left back, centre backs. To be honest, all of the Real Madrids I've paid pretty much minimum price. I mean, 700, 650 and 700, so pretty much minimum price. The standard non-res I paid a little bit more, like Vasquez 81 rated. I mean, I was 450, you can't complain really. And then Fernandez at. So if I was you guys, I'd probably go for Asensio. I pretty much got him at 650 coins. No one was bidding on him, to be honest, so that was quite surprising. On the other side again, We got Lima, Ganzo, however you pronounce him. 650 coins, no bid. All of them are pretty much going really cheap. 650 coins again. So, I mean, even look at that. Delhi, 81 rated left mid, 350 coins. No one's putting any bids on them, guys. So, as again, I'd definitely put a bid in for one player out of each. They could do a minimum of how many. They could do a set amount of Spanish players, because you know how full the Spanish league is of Spanish players. They could do that. Then again, they could do a set amount of Brazilian players, because as you can see, I've got 3 Brazilian players, and that wasn't quite hard to get a hold of. They could do a minimum nationality. Could they also do a minimum amount of rares? They could do 4 minimum rares. As you can see, guys, 80 rated here. They could probably push it again to an 82 rated quite easily. They could go even higher than that, to be honest, guys. But I'd definitely put a bid in for each one. And if I was going to put it in for both, I'd go for Ganso and I'd go for Asensio, because they're both 81 rated and they're both cams, so that's quite alright. I'd also put a bid in for Delhi and Vasquez, because if you want a lower rated, cheaper, if you haven't got the coins, I'd go in for them because they're lower rated. So, well, they're not lower rated, but they're obviously cheaper than the rares. What we got next? We got SB7, which is the last one I reckon it's going to be. This one's a bit iffy, guys. This one, they reckon they might just shove in anyhow. It's basically a Notts County versus Macclesfield or Mansfield? Mansfield. So it's Notts County versus Mansfield. Good thing, guys. The good thing about this is that even the silvers, they're all 200 coins here. Basically everything here is 200 coins, so it was really cheap, guys. The only reason they reckon I don't know why they're going to put this in, but a few people are reckoning it's going to be this one. But I'd definitely if you're going to put a bid in, I'd put a bid in for two of the silver rated ones, if you can get them for 200 coins still. As you can see, 64 rated. I reckon they'd probably do, as you can see, there's mainly more bronzes than anything else. I reckon it'll be a 62 rated. They could do a rare, they could do rares, which I don't think they will. They could do a minimum nationality as well, of like four nationalities minimal, 3 nationalities minimal, something like that. But I'd always put a bid in for one of each of these players. You can pretty much get most of them at 150 coins if you really wanted to wait. I mean, look at that. I put a bid on 150 coins, is 62 rated, so it's not too bad. I mean, I paid a little bit more for Braxton Down because I couldn't be bothered to wait. Look at that, Burke. 62 rated, 150 coins, guys. So I definitely put a bid in for this, guys. This is probably the least likely one that's going to be out in the SBC marquee matchups. But as again, guys, the one I definitely reckon, well, I'm pretty 90% sure is going to be the main marquee matchups in this one is going to be the Liverpool Man U one. I definitely try and get as many of these players at 650 coins or 300, 400, 350 or 400, whatever they are, and I'd definitely go in for them, guys, because even if it isn't, but I'm 90% sure it will be, and if it isn't, guys, put in the comments below and have a go at me. I don't mind. I'm sorry, I put my hands up now. But it's 650 coins. You ain't going to lose really much. You're going to lose 20, 30 coins each player. But you probably will be able to sell them anyhow. So I wouldn't complain on that, guys. But yeah, definitely put a bid in this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope these tips do help, and I hope they do come through, because last week it wasn't very good. And if you did enjoy the video, guys, just pop us a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and keep them notifications on, and you can see more of my squad builder challenges and my marquee matchups and stuff like that, guys. So yeah, guys, I will speak to you soon. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's some more up there on my channel, and if you want to check out my Facebook and Twitter, it's over there. And also, if you want to subscribe to me, there's my subscribe button. Just click it and there we go. Hope you enjoy it.